Well, withering conditions that have baked southern Europe for days crept northward, shutting some schools and daycare centers in France and the Netherlands and sparking health warnings. Scientists say it was unusual for such heat to hit Europe in this early this season, but that human-caused climate change from burning fossil fuels was making these once rare events far more likely. A time-lapse graphic has been released that shows daily temperature anomalies and persistent warmer-than-average temperatures during June across Europe. A second time-lapse from NASA's Global Modeling and Simulation Office shows near-surface temperatures across the globe. The European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts confirmed that in the last few days, several regions had seen record-breaking temperatures for June. Now, to show the severity, let's take you to France first. A heat haze radiated over Paris, landmarks on the first day of July as the French capital sweltered under a heat wave with temperatures nearing 40 degrees Celsius, prompting authorities to issue a red alert for the region. Views of the city's iconic landmarks were seen shimmering under the haze, a visible reminder of the scorching conditions gripping much of central France. Authorities have urged vigilance for vulnerable groups, leading to school closures in some suburban areas of Paris. Meteo France has expanded weather warnings on Wednesday and is telling us to anticipate continued high temperatures. Next up, let's take a look at UK now. Now, a heat wave engulfing parts of the UK with temperatures peaking at 33 degrees Celsius in London, with the mercury rising during the mini heat wave. Grassy pastures in London parks were also turning brown due to lack of water. The heat wave in London and the rest of the UK is predicted to ease after 1st of July. Now, but Europe currently still grapples with the red alerts. In Greece as well. Let's move there now. Heat is unrelenting. Tourists are visiting the Acropolis in Athens. They are wearing hats and sunglasses to protect themselves from the heat. Mediterranean countries from the Iberian Peninsula through France and Italy to the Balkans and Greece have been sweltering for several days. Moving on to Germany now. Construction workers in Germany and roofers as well as street vendors are grappling with the soaring temperatures, with many taking extra precautions to stay hydrated and safe as the mercury hit 37 degrees Celsius. Germany is preparing for temperatures up to 40 degrees Celsius in parts of the country on Wednesday. Listen to this.
Heat is for first time that big. We have 37 degrees. It's quite hard for us, engineers, and for our workers. We try as much as we can to stay safe, firstly for ourselves, and after for our work. We drink a lot of water, we do much breaks, and we try to feel comfortable for our work.
Now we travel to Spain. Street vendors in Barcelona have been braving extreme heat on the 1st of July as the city promoted libraries as climate shelters for locals and tourists to cool off during a severe heat wave that is gripping Europe. Now, last year there were around 2,032 deaths attributed to heat in Spain, according to the health ministry. Let's move on to Asian countries. Now, Asian countries too are bearing the brunt of summer. The meteorological agency announced on Tuesday that Japan recorded its hottest June since records began in 1898. Average temperatures were 2.34 degrees Celsius above normal, driven by a persistent high-pressure system. Coastal waters also tied a record high of 1.2 degrees Celsius above average. And authorities have been warning that extreme heat is likely to continue into July. Now the world will have to learn to live with heat waves. The United Nations Weather and Climate Agency said this on Tuesday. As much of Europe is roasted in high summer temperatures, the World Meteorological Organization said that in future, people could expect heat waves to occur more often and be more intense because of human-induced climate change. Here is a warning.
The frequency and intensity of extreme heat events is increasing in Europe, and by 2050, about half the European population may be exposed to high or very high risk of heat stress during summer.